Some books challenge your mind. Others change your life. But this one does both, quietly and completely. Virginia Woolf's A Room of One's Own isn't a novel. It's a meditation. A long walk through thought, silence, and centuries of absence. It's a book about women. About literature. And about what happens when women are denied space, literally and mentally, to think, to write, to exist. The year is 1929. Woolf stands at a podium. But her voice is not raised. She speaks softly, but the words echo like thunder. She tells us a simple, devastating truth. For a woman to write fiction, she must have money and a room of her own, and suddenly, it all begins to make sense. Why there are so few women in the literary canon. Why history echoes with male voices, and female silences. Woolf doesn't accuse. She observes. She imagines walking through a great university. She imagines being stopped at the library door, because she's a woman. She imagines sitting by the river, thinking deeply, until the thoughts are interrupted by rules. Rules that say, you can't go there. You can't read that. You don't belong here. She builds her case not with anger, but with precision. She gives us Judith Shakespeare, an imaginary sister of William. Just as talented. Just as passionate. But unlike her brother, Judith has no education. No privacy. No support. No room. She dies young. Unknown. Unwritten. And Woolf asks, how many Judds have we lost? This isn't just about fiction. It's about freedom. It's about voice. It's about how creation begins, not with genius, but with permission. Permission to be quiet. To be alone. To dream. And how, for centuries, women were denied that permission. Woolf moves between ideas like waves on the Thames. She speaks of Austen, Bronte, Eliot, women who wrote from kitchen tables and shared rooms. She wonders how their work might have changed, had they been free to write without fear or interruption. And then she turns to us. The future. You. Me, and she says, we think back through our mothers, if we are women, not our fathers. Not our kings. But our mothers, silent, dreaming, unwritten. The room she speaks of isn't just four walls. It's a metaphor for independence. For dignity. For mental space. For the kind of peace that allows a sentence to form, and flourish. It is something more precious than inspiration, *sanctuary. But here's the miracle of Woolf's voice, it never tells you what to think. It invites you to think. To wander. To doubt. To build your own room, brick by sentence. She does not shout. She opens a door. And inside, it is quiet. And inside, it is yours. This essay isn't about blaming men. It's about revealing the cost of forgetting women. It's not about rage. It's about recognition. It's not political in the way we expect. It's political in the most personal way possible. Because how many ideas have died, in laundry rooms, in nurseries, in poverty, in shame? How many poems were silenced by exhaustion? How many novels vanished with the dishes? Woolf reminds us, genius is not born, it is grown. And growth needs space. Time. Money. Silence. Not just for women. For anyone. For the soul of creativity itself. In the end, she doesn't give us answers. She gives us a question. What might the world look like, if women had always had rooms of their own? It's a question that still echoes today. In every woman writing at night, in every girl hiding her thoughts in a notebook, in every voice that says, "Am I allowed?" Virginia Woolf's answer is gentle, but firm. Yes. Yes, you are. A room of one's own is not a loud book. But it is eternal. Because the need for space, to think, to feel, to create, has not changed. And maybe never will. Let me know in the comments, what does your room look like? And don't forget to subscribe to Bookshelf Digest, where we celebrate not just great books, but the silent revolutions they carry inside them.